Okay, tool rests. There's all sorts of different ones out there. Most of your lathes will come standard with a straight tool rest. Bowl tool rests are curved. Those are generally something separate that you purchase. The straight tool rests are best suited for flatter forms like this plate here. Main idea is it's good for the flat form where you're doing straight lines. You're not having big curves. You don't have to reach a long way out off the tool rest. You don't have to move your tool rest as often as you do with a bowl shape, or if you're turning a bowl shape. Another one that I have used and tried, I don't particularly care for them. The round bar tool rest, there's nothing wrong with them. They just don't feel natural to me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm back a little bit farther from the wood. I don't think it really makes any real difference. It's just one of those mental things for me. Okay, so I was talking about reach limitations of the straight tool rests. So if you're starting your cut up here on the edge, you only got a little bit of hang out or hang off. By the time you get down into here, you've got the tool hanging that far off the tool rest. As long as you've got a tool that's big and heavy, that doesn't cause any problems. But I just found that with the curved bowl rest, they work a little bit better. Okay, this is a stainless steel type of tool rest. I do like this one. It gets down in a long ways. This one's on about a 14 or 15 inch diameter. Better for the bigger bowls. It does vibrate just a little tiny bit if you're doing heavy stock removal when you're out on the very tip. But again, it fits the insides of most of your bowls, so you have very little tool hangout the whole way down the inside. Okay, so this is the bigger curved tool rest, the stainless steel. This one fits the curve of this bowl a little bit better, so basically you could do this whole thing here without having to move your tool rest at all, and you're keeping the tool good and close to the tool rest, so very little flexing with the tool. Okay, this tool rest comes fairly close, so you can keep it along there most of the way. The biggest problem I have with this tool rest is this is very broad this way, so if you're going to drop your handle, you can't drop it beyond about that for your shear cuts without coming clear back to here for your pivot point, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of having it up close and making your cuts. But the shape is nice. If you're going to be doing a finished shear cut with a scraper like this, it'll work okay as long as you're holding the handles fairly level. Okay, this is probably one of my favorite inside tool rests. It's one of the newer things that's come along in tool rests recently. They're putting a piece of drill rod, which is very hard steel. Some of these are welded, some of them are epoxied to the tops of the tool rest. The nice thing about the drill rod is it's almost impossible to put any dents or dings in it, and your tools slide across them just kind of like glass. Another thing I like about this particular one, the shape where it's thicker here and thinner out towards the tip. This thing is rock solid all the way out to the tip. There's no vibration at all when you're working clear out on the end there. Okay, so this is the advantage of having a curved tool rest on the inside. Here I'm a ½ inch off the tool rest. Here I'm maybe 1.5 inches. And again, as I get near the bottom, I'm back down to about 1 inch or so. This particular tool rest is a 12-inch radius. Works pretty nicely for kind of medium-sized bowls. Okay, this is kind of an S-curve or a J-curve type of tool rest. This is made out of a cast metal. I imagine it's a cast iron. It does work fairly well. As far as geometry or shape of the tool rest, this is my favorite. This edge comes back here by the rim, so you can work the rim from this side or this side. It gives you good tool support all the way down to the inside, and it gives you kind of a flat for going across the bottom. The only downside to the cast metals like this, it isn't as smooth or friction free as some of your other tool rests are, like particularly the ones that have the drill rod.